After sitting vacant for years, a local oversight board says it is ready to hire a police monitor.
Plus, a Dane County business in the running for a statewide honor thanks to a state-of-the-art product.
And when the impossible becomes possible, meet a local woman who's showing that dancing in wheels can be as good as heels. That's all coming up right now at 10. In 2020, following the days and weeks of protests and riots, the Madison Common Council voted on a plan to hire an independent police monitor to oversee the workings of the city's police department. Well, now, more than 2 years later and a lengthy hiring process, that monitor has finally been selected.
But as McKenna Alexander explains, the man selected for the job brings a history of controversy. McKenna?
Yeah, this afternoon, the City of Madison Police Civilian Oversight Board announced John Tate II has been appointed to the position that was created just over a year ago. But Tate, who previously served as chair of the state's Parole Commission, is no stranger when it comes to making headlines. On Monday, John Tate II was announced as the City of Madison's first ever independent police monitor, a position tasked with reviewing use of force incidents, overseeing the processing of citizen complaints, and making sure reviews of the department's policing are independent. Both the job and the Police Civilian Oversight Board charged with filling the position were created by Madison's Common Council in September of 2020. Applications for the independent police monitor role opened in July of 2021, but the only job finalist withdrew from consideration at the start of this year, meaning for more than 2 years, the position remained open until now. In a statement announcing Tate's hiring, Police Civilian Oversight Board Chair Keitra Burnett said, "We believe that Mr. Tate's ability to stand firm in support of difficult decisions and his proven ability to collaboratively solve problems by engaging with and centering the voices of diverse community members will make him a tremendous asset to our community." This isn't Tate's first time working in public avenues, as he was previously a social worker before serving as an alder for the city of Racine. Most recently, Tate headed Wisconsin's Parole Commission before stepping down at the request of Governor Evers. Tate's resignation came after a controversy involving the parole of Douglas Balsewicz, a man convicted of killing his wife in 1997. Governor Evers later asked Tate to rescind the parole decision after meeting with the victim's family, which Tate did in May before resigning in June. Now, 4 months later, the only thing standing between Tate and the role of independent police monitor is approval from Madison's Common Council. Members are set to vote on Tate's appointment during Tuesday night's council meeting. If approved, he will begin his new role on December 5th and receive an annual salary of $125,000. Today, I also reached out to MPD and Madison's Common Council president for comments, but as of tonight, have not heard back from either.
McKenna, thank you. The Dane County Criminal Justice Council announcing a new $600,000 grant it recently received to establish a community court. That grant was awarded by the U.S. Bureau of Justice Assistance. The community court initiative is meant to provide another pathway for nonviolent offenders instead of a traditional court. The goal is to address the root causes of alleged crimes. Planning for this has been years in the making.
In Waukesha County, the trial continues for the 2021 Christmas parade suspect. Darrell Brooks started the day by apologizing to the judge after he was removed from the courtroom several times last week, even before proceedings began.
But not to excuse my actions, I should carry myself with better respect than that. I wasn't raised that way. And I owe you, Your Honor, in the court an apology, and I'm going to stand up as a man and tell the whole court and you, Your Honor, that I apologize to the bailiffs, that I apologize for my actions.
Several witnesses were called today, and Brooks, who is representing himself, was able to cross-examine those witnesses. Videos also shown to the jurors of the moment the SUV Brooks is accused to have been driving crashed into people along the parade route. The state predicts its case will be wrapped up by Friday morning.
Getting a look at our first warn forecast now. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi. Gary?
Still looking pretty nice out here. Temperatures have cooled off a bit, but skies are mostly clear, and we should see another great day tomorrow. The time-lapse from the Platteville Quimby Radio Skycam shows bright sunshine for much of the day today, and then as we headed towards sunset, those skies cleared out pretty nicely, and we had beautifully nice weather today. Now, Doppler track, free of precipitation across the upper Midwest. Tomorrow at this time, we'll probably start to see some showers and thunderstorms develop out toward the Twin Cities in a line there, and the Storm Prediction Center actually has a margin marginal or level 1 risk of severe thunderstorms. Hail and gusty winds would be the main threat, but I think the greater threat is farther to the north and west compared to here in southern Wisconsin. High temperatures today, just shy of 70 here in Madison. We hit 68, but Janesville hit 70, and areas out to the west were mainly in the 70s, whereas closer to Lake Michigan, temperatures are closer to 60, and then those temperatures cooled off quite a bit. In fact, down to 40 right now in Manitowoc and Sheboygan, but here in Madison, we're still at 55. Temperatures are mainly in the upper 40s to the middle 50s. Here in Dane County, we're seeing temperatures mainly in the middle 50s right now. 50 degrees in Edgerton, 55 in Cross Plains, and 55 up in Wanakee. Look for skies to be mostly clear tonight. Temperatures will drop to about 47 for an overnight low temperature, and tomorrow should be another mild day, but after those thunderstorms, a big change is on the way in temperatures. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Fitchburg Mayor Aaron Richardson will not run for re-election in the spring. He is currently running for state treasurer, but today says he would not seek a third term regardless of the outcome of that race. Richardson was elected Fitchburg mayor in 2019, beating out incumbent Jason Gonzalez. And new tonight, the Bipartisan Wisconsin Elections Commission could not agree today on what to tell the state's local election officials about how to handle poll watchers. The commission, splitting along party lines, all 3 Republicans voiced support for sending a notice to clerks attempting to spell out what the law allows, while all 3 Democrats opposed it, resulting in a deadlock vote and no change.
New developments in a story we've been following for weeks. Former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant is now facing a subpoena related to Brett Favre. The former Packers quarterback is caught up in a civil suit over an alleged multi-million-dollar welfare fraud scandal. Attorneys want to see the communications between the former governor and Hall of Famer. An attorney for Favre declined to comment. New at 10, the Capitol Police Department receiving a new life-saving tool donated to them tonight by the Freemasons of Cambridge. This device is called a Greenport Portable Fire Suppression Tool. It can be carried in any first responder vehicle, and when deployed, the fire is extinguished and the temperature inside the enclosure drops over 1,000 degrees, making it easier to extract trapped firefighters or citizens.
More freshmen are attending Uw-Madison this fall than ever before. The university announcing more than 8,600 new freshmen on campus this semester. Just under half of them, about 3,700, are from Wisconsin. Compared to last year, total campus enrollment is up more than 4%. Next week is homecoming at Uw-Madison. The Alumni Association says this year's celebration features a host of events beginning next Wednesday the 19th. Things will kick off with a family-friendly scavenger hunt on Wednesday, and then the annual Fill the Hill on Thursday. The homecoming parade and pep rally set for Friday. The Badgers take on the Purdue Boilermakers Saturday afternoon. You can find more specifics on the festivities at channel3000.com.
This year's coolest thing made in Wisconsin contest is stacked. Among the top 8 are a snowplow, fire truck, and farm equipment. But a company right here in Dane County says their LED spotlight is making movie, TV, and stage lighting more energy efficient. Our Armand Rahman shines a light on ETC in Middleton.
Whether in movies, TV, or on stage, the director can't call camera or action without lights.
We're proud that that comes right out of central Wisconsin.
And in showbiz, ETC says their Source 4 LED Series 3 spotlight is the star.
The Series 3 is now appearing on the Broadway stages, on the West End stages, and theaters around the world.
The company says what makes the Series 3 shine among other LEDs is its dynamic colors at a brightness of 14,000 lumens.
When you go into a theater, you look and the lights are oftentimes a very long way from the stage. So with LED technology, this is the first spotlight that's produced enough light output to be used in pretty much any theater in any position.
It's carefully assembled and tested for color mixing and control, all at their Middleton factory.
Another cool thing about these lights is they can be controlled right by your phone thanks to this NFC chip.
Now with a smartphone, people can connect to our products, not only operate them, but get access to the owner's manuals and things like that.
The LED spotlight is among the top 8 finalists for the coolest thing made in Wisconsin, and Focus on Energy says it's great timing during Energy Awareness Month.
LEDs produce 90% less heat than your regular compact fluorescent lights. So when you're not wasting heat like that, you're saving energy, which can go into other things on the grid.
ETC says what makes them the coolest is how their spotlight sets the scene for audiences who may not even know it.
People always expect ETC, oh, you guys must be in Hollywood or you must be in New York or on the East Coast. But we're right here in the Midwest, and that makes us really happy.
In Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Online voting ends tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the top 4, which will be announced on Wednesday.
And then the final round of voting for the coolest thing made in Wisconsin lasts until next Wednesday when the winner is announced at Monona Terrace. The Smithsonian's Air and Space Museum in Washington celebrates remarkable moments like the moon landing, and this week a new era is set to launch there. It'll be reopening to the public Friday after a nearly $1 billion renovation. And they didn't just put the same planes and artifacts back in. Almost half of the exhibits are new aircraft, real ones, and those from movies and new interactive games as well. Also pilot features, but all of the work isn't quite done yet. The entire renovation project should be complete by 2025. Still ahead of music is the universal language, then dance is the hidden language of the soul.
A Madison woman is expressing herself on the dance floor, and she wants others like her to join her. Don't miss this special Do Something Good story ahead on News 3 Now at 10.
Did you know Tim Michaels said people shouldn't be openly gay in public?
But I think when you bring it out of your house and onto the public street, that's where I differ.
Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm from Wisconsin, and I am a Republican. Tim Michaels is way too extreme for Wisconsin, and that is a huge concern in the state. Another consideration for Tim Michaels is that he would overturn Wisconsin's vote in the 2020 election. That is another mark against Tim Michaels. I think he's too extreme for this state.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs. Jam out on the strength machines and get down with some dumbbells. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, October 14th.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. Boom.
There's no need to be afraid of old windows. Call Feldco for 50% off.
It's the biggest sale of the season. 50% off Feldco windows, plus no money down and no interest until 2024.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times for sexual assault and harassment. Women said they were groped and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Those who spoke out were fired. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as governor?
On my show, every day is a new adventure. Please welcome NCT 127! And I'm on a hunt with the Ghost Brothers.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The White House holiday tree has been chosen. White House officials traveled to a tree farm in Pennsylvania today to select the lucky 2022 White House tree. A bow was placed on the tree, signifying it will be the one to grace the Biden White House for the 2022 holidays. A nationally known artist who created a mural on Willie Street 8 years ago is back in Madison. Michael Owen is from Baltimore, best known as the founder of the Baltimore Love Project. He created more than 20 murals that spell out the letters love across his home city. And in 2014, has since expanded that to cities around the country. Madison was one of the first murals Owen did outside of Baltimore, and he's back to touch up and restore his artwork.
For the 34th year, the Goodman Community Center will again be offering Thanksgiving food baskets this year to help local families. The center will open at registration next Monday. It'll run through October 28th. This year, the goal is to provide 4,000 meals. So if you'd like to support the drive, we have information on how to do so at channel3000.com. A downtown Madison Park will be getting a new name next week to honor a local leader who passed away last year. Kerr McGee Triangle Park will be renamed to R. Richard Wagner Park in a ceremony set for October 21st. Wagner was Dane County's first openly gay county board member and was a founding member of the National Association and Conference of Gay and Lesbian Public Officials. He died last December.
Dancing can help tell a story. For a Madison woman, her story is one of determination and creating opportunity. You see, 20 years ago, Martha Saravo suffered a spinal injury in a car accident, and she's been in a wheelchair ever since. But she isn't letting that stop her from dancing the night away.
It's like a new freedom. It gives a new sense of self-worth. And it's a place of beauty and grace.
That is how Martha Saravo describes what it's like to dance in her wheelchair.
It's almost like going to therapy, but you're having fun. And you're getting to enjoy yourself, and you're actually just exploring what your own body is doing.
She got bit by the dancing bug a year and a half ago and has been taking weekly lessons at Fred Astaire Dance Studios in Brookfield. It's the only studio in the state that offers ballroom dancing for those with mobility challenges. For Martha, it's been incredibly transformative.
You don't see your body in the same way after you go on the dance floor. You see it in a completely unique way, and you see your skills and your style and your soul.
Walk, shift, close. Now give me that nice strong frame again.
Matthew Payne is one of Martha's dance instructors and was with her this summer when she took her newfound skills and abilities to the nation's first wheelchair dance competition.
I love to see the progression. I think the competition that we had, the first ever wheelchair competition in Michigan, was by far the most amazing way to introduce people to dance in a way that was so rewarding.
Showing the judges just how capable she really is. As Martha savors the ballroom bliss,
I would love to see other representations of myself on the dance floor. Being on a dance floor with more of your peers when you're a wheelchair user is incredibly empowering.
Martha's now spinning her wheels to get others like her on the dance floor through her new organization called Wheels and Heels.
I saw what dance mobility offered to the local community here and realized that not a single dancer can participate in a truly meaningful way without some sort of financial intervention.
She hopes to start adaptive dance classes in different studios starting in Madison and provide financial assistance to budding ballroom dancers.
This should be available to more people because of what it brings to an individual. It's just a soul-fulfilling opportunity.
An opportunity for others to express themselves and move in a way they didn't think possible.
The freedom that comes from dancing where you didn't think that it was a possibility for you.
A beautiful place to be, and man, it brings so much joy.
Very nice. Very nice.
Her smile says it all. Charlotte, thank you. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now is certified most accurate forecast.
I just want to dance right over.
Beautiful.
Go for it.
No, thank you. She does a much better job than I ever would. But I think everybody is going to do a little dance tomorrow because the weather will be nice, at least for one more day. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Well, those temperatures will be up in the lower 70s tomorrow thanks to brisk southerly winds, but we'll see some showers and thunderstorms later tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. That seems to be the best time period. And then after that, below normal temperatures return for the rest of the week and probably through most, if not all, of next week. Doppler track tonight, free of precipitation. The air is very dry across our part of the Midwest, but that will change in about 24 hours from now. We'll see some thunderstorms develop to our west, probably mid to late afternoon through eastern portions of Minnesota. There might be an isolated shower or thunderstorm here, but the Storm Prediction Center branch of the National Weather Service does have a marginal or level 1 risk of severe thunderstorms, with hail and gusty winds being the main threat. However, the best chances for any severe weather, I think, are going to be more in this region than farther on south where we are, because the best chances for storms will be late tomorrow night when the atmosphere is cooling down, and at that point, the severe weather threat should be waning pretty quickly. In fact, if we take a look at future track, you can see maybe a couple of showers by early tomorrow morning up in northwestern Wisconsin. But you can see that moisture starting to head northward with those brisk southerly winds. The first batch will probably miss us mostly to the south and to the east of us, but by afternoon, it's possible there could be a shower or thunderstorm popping up. But notice by 9 p.m., here's that line of thunderstorms I was talking about. That's probably where the best threat for severe weather will be, but watch as it moves through the overnight hours. The first batch kind of misses us. The second one comes through during the morning on Wednesday, and even that will be mostly showers, maybe a couple of isolated thunderstorms in there, then even some clearing out to the west of us. Behind that, we'll see maybe a couple of showers pop up late Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, and then the wind shift around to the northwest and the colder air moves down. Take a look what happens up to the north. Some snow showers south of Lake Superior across far northern Wisconsin into parts of the UP of Michigan. So a reminder that fall is rapidly intensifying across the area. High temperatures today, mid to upper 60s for most of Wisconsin, some 70s over southwestern parts of the state, but a little taste of summer. High temperatures in the 80s to our south and to our west, but dew point temperatures are low here. They're starting to increase to the south, and that's that moisture that has to catch up to the front first before we see any increasing chances for rain here, and that'll take until late tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, as we check out the weather track, not much going on around here. Cloud-wise, high tomorrow 73, just an outside chance of a late afternoon shower or thunderstorm, and it will be windy. Planning your day for tomorrow, 68 Fitchburg, 73 Middleton, 71 in Mazo-Maney, and across southern Wisconsin, 74 in Prairie du Chien and 70 in Platteville. Future track, again, quiet tomorrow evening, and then you can see the line of showers and thunderstorms coming in from the northwest. Late tomorrow night, they'll move through pretty quickly. If we have any severe weather, it'll be late tomorrow night, then maybe one more round of showers before that all comes to an end during the day on Wednesday. And rainfall amounts, because of the fast movement, generally less than 1/4 of an inch. 7 to 10 day forecast, notice those temperatures drop back into the lower 50s for highs, nighttime lows in the lower 30s, and then even colder weather for the first part of next week with highs in the mid 40s and lows in the 20s.
And coming up in sports, the conference honors don't just stop at football. I'll have more on who stole the spotlight this weekend for Badger volleyball. That's after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames. Shopko Optical.
The culture wars never lowered the cost of anything, and overturning Roe v. Wade won't take a single criminal off the street. But Tim Michaels has a culture war agenda. He'd ban abortion with no exceptions for rape or incest, and jail doctors who perform them. And he said gay people shouldn't leave their house. That's his agenda. Tony Evers has a real plan to fire up the economy, create good-paying jobs, and get things done. That's the right plan for Wisconsin.
National call centers, they're just not the way to go when you can meet with a trusted and knowledgeable Medicare insurance agent from Informed Choice Insurance Agency. Because nobody knows your local hospitals, doctors, and pharmacies like your local Informed Choice Insurance agent.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland. As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious.
Nice.
Keep bragging about your buck after the hunt with wild game processing from Johnson's Sausage Shop in Ryle, Wisconsin. Friends enjoy a hunting story more over a jalapeno cheddar stick. Johnson's Sausage Shop accepts wild game 7 days a week. First bucks in are the first brats out.
Update your home with a fresh paint color from Menards. Dutch Boy Forever is an interior paint and primer in one with stain-blocking technology. It offers advanced washability and resists common household stains. Get a gallon of flat paint for only $30.98 after 11% rebate. Take advantage of our great selection of paint supplies to simplify your project. Frog Tape protects your paint projects from spatters and drips. Get 11% off all Frog Tape products.
Save big money at Menards.
A 12-year-old girl can't legally drive a car. At 12, she can't even vote. But if this little girl were tragically raped or a victim of incest and became pregnant, radical Tim Michaels would force her to deliver the baby. He said it's, quote, not unreasonable for the state government to mandate rape victims to give birth. Would it be unreasonable if he were forcing this on you? Let him know on Election Day.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
The Jim Leonhard era of Wisconsin football couldn't have started any better. A blowout win at a place where historically the Badgers struggle. They played clean football, forced turnovers, and threw for nearly 300 yards. As far as Leonhard goes, it's been a crazy week one as UW's interim head coach. And after the game, he allowed himself to take a step back and reflect on all that went into getting his first win as his dream job.
I had enough time after the game to take it in. Had so many people reach out. I apologize if I haven't reached back. So many people have reached out to me in the last 48 hours. It's kind of been humbling that way, but at the same time, you're in the middle of the season and you have to move on quickly. So the excitement is still there. I'm glad we got off on the right foot, but we got to do it again.
More Badger football news. Kamoy Latu has been named the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week for his performance on Saturday against Northwestern. Latu picked up 2 passes and tallied 3 tackles in the win, and those 2 picks were the junior safety's first of his career, and now Latu finally has bragging rights over the rest of the Badger defensive backs. Packers' international debut didn't go as planned, and usually this team is quick to flip the page, but Matt LaFleur got into it during his press conference today, pointing out the mistakes, detailing what needs to be cleaned up, adding that when the Pack held the 17-3 lead over the Giants, that's when they should have put this game away. But that was not the case. Green Bay's hot start went cold after halftime, and the end result reflected that.
The overall consistency at which we play has got to be much improved. We have to have better focus down in and down out and making sure that you truly have to take it one play at a time. When we do that, I think we look pretty good. When we don't, we look like we did yesterday and we get beat.
Weekly honors just keep rolling in. Badger libero Gulje Gutchtikin is not getting just 1 Big Ten accolade, but 2. Gutchtikin is the co-defensive player of the week and freshman of the week. On Saturday, she led the match with 22 digs while dishing out 6 assists. Plus, she sealed the deal for the Badgers with the match-winning ace. That performance follows up a 10-dig, 6-assist match against Indiana just days before. Day 1 of the state girls golf meet at University Ridge. Jefferson's Peyton Schmidt finished second last year in Division II. Had a pretty good round today. Just misses a birdie on 18, but she tapped it in for par. She sits 5th on the leaderboard at 6 over. And in Division I, Wanakee's Izzy Stricker was 14th a year ago and was looking for a better finish. So far, so good. Stricker ends her round with a par. She's 1 over, tied for 3rd. And as a team, Middleton is 2nd. They're 8 shots off the lead. We'll be right back.
Hy-Vee Red Hot deals are super hot this Monday through Thursday. Hy-Vee butter, only $1.48. Kellogg's cereal, only 99 cents. And Gala apples, only 49 cents a pound. Monday through Thursday at Hy-Vee.
Join us at the Madison Fall Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
They're here. Okay. There's no way we're paying for all those medical bills. Should we talk about a settlement? How about we cut the car payments down? We might want to think about this.
Look, just get them to sign. This offer's more than fair.
Sir, it's the law offices of Hupy and Abraham.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham.
You can handle this one.
Welcome to Hollywood. What's your dream?
Get tickets today at overture.org.
I'm Sheriff Jim Johnson.
I'm Sheriff Eric Severson.
We've got the real story on Mandela Barnes.
Barnes wants to defund our police, but he spent over $600 grand of your money on police protection for himself.
Barnes wants to eliminate bail for violent felons, and his administration has already released over 800 criminals, including 44 child rapists.
Take it from us.
Mandela Barnes policies are a threat to your family.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months.
Hy-Vee Red Hot deals are super hot this Monday through Thursday. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Sirloin Fillets, only $1.99 each. Folgers Coffee, only $5.99. And Cheez-It Snack Crackers, only 99 cents. Monday through Thursday at Hy-Vee.
This portion of News 3 Now sponsored by RG Heating and Air Conditioning. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
It's a beautiful night.
Still in that dancing mood?
Yes.
Yeah, it is beautiful out there. Skies are clear. There's a live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Temperature is pretty comfortable. 55 Madison, a little cooler to the east, closer to Lake Michigan. You can see across Dane County right now, 50 in Edgerton, 55 in Verona, 55 in Middleton, and 54 in Mount Horeb. Look for a low tonight of about 47. High tomorrow, 73. Enjoy it.
Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.